Have you ever stopped to think about whether there are subtle cues that hint at a woman's intimate past? Brace yourself, because today we're exploring a provocative and often debated topic: 4 indicators a woman may have had multiple sexual partners. Our goal isn't to judge, but to confront a subject that society frequently whispers about, but rarely addresses directly. We're diving into a conversation that might feel uneasy for some, but it's relevant when it comes to dating and relationship dynamics. Understanding the signs that could suggest a woman has had many intimate encounters isn't about labeling. It's about grasping the nuances of human behavior and the emotional patterns within romantic connections. By pointing out these potential signals, we aim to encourage thoughtful and honest communication in your relationships, challenging stereotypes while fostering awareness. So, let's get into it. Sign 1: behavior and attitude. When trying to sense whether someone may have had a high number of partners, their demeanor and personality often speak volumes. Picture yourself at a gathering and noticing someone who is openly flirtatious, constantly drawing the attention of men, or making suggestive comments and movements. These traits can sometimes point to a history of sexual openness. Think of a woman who's always the life of the room, thrives on being noticed, and frequently seeks validation from men. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being outgoing or charming. But when these tendencies are paired with persistent flirting or an ongoing craving for male attention, it could reflect a broader behavioral pattern. As the old saying goes, actions can often tell us more than words, and in cases like these, those actions might carry deeper implications than we think. Sign 2: emotional disconnect. Our second clue is more nuanced: a lack of emotional bonding. It's not always about what's seen, but what's felt beneath the surface. Suppose you're growing closer to someone who appears to prioritize physical interaction over building an emotional bond, or who seems hesitant to develop a deeper commitment. Envision being with someone who often sidesteps conversations about future plans, dismisses exclusivity, or speaks cynically about relationships. These might not just be personal preferences, they could be signs shaped by past experiences. This emotional distance, while subtle, may indicate a history marked more by casual encounters than long-term emotional investment. In relationships, respecting personal boundaries and perspectives is vital. However, when certain behaviors repeatedly reflect a pattern of avoiding emotional intimacy, it may hint at a more ingrained tendency. After all, emotional closeness forms the backbone of any healthy relationship, and when it's consistently lacking, it's worth considering the reasons behind it. Sign 3: social circle. Let's shift focus to the company a person keeps. Just like the old adage goes, birds of a feather flock together, a person's social environment can offer insights into their lifestyle, including aspects of their sexual history. Pay attention to this. If a woman's close friends are predominantly male, and her preferred hangout spots are clubs or lounges associated with casual encounters, it could spark curiosity. Think about a situation where her friend group mostly consists of men, and her usual weekends involve places where flirtation and spontaneous interactions are the norm. While enjoying nightlife isn't inherently negative, when this becomes a persistent pattern, it might indicate a certain ease or preference for low-commitment social dynamics. Our behaviors are often shaped by those around us, and in this case, the social scene might reflect deeper lifestyle choices. Sign 4: physical indicators. Now let's address physical cues that might suggest a history of multiple sexual relationships. It's essential to handle this with care and avoid making judgments based solely on appearance. Physical traits alone are not conclusive evidence of someone's intimate past, yet in some cases, they may serve as supporting signs when viewed alongside behavioral and social patterns. Picture this: someone with body art often stereotypically linked to sexuality, distinct grooming preferences, or signs of past health issues like sexually transmitted infections. While none of these on their own confirm anything, they can contribute to a broader picture when considered in context. These signals must be approached with sensitivity, recognizing that everyone's experiences are unique and multidimensional. Ultimately, Discussions about sexual history require empathy, honesty, and a willingness to understand without prejudice. The signs we've outlined today are meant to inform, not to stereotype or shame. Rather than jumping to conclusions, use these observations to spark meaningful conversations, encourage authenticity, and strengthen emotional transparency. And with that, we wrap up our exploration of this often controversial yet significant topic. What do you think? Share your thoughts, and let's keep the conversation going with respect, curiosity, and open hearts.